So, you need a game developer, but you don't have a massive budget. You open up Google, type in where to find a game dev, and boom, Fiverr pops up. It looks amazing. Professional Unity developer, $50. I will make your game for $100. AAA development services for cheap. Sounds too good to be true, right? Spoiler alert, it usually is. I know, because this was the first place I started looking when I needed help with my own games. And let's just say I learned some very expensive lessons. Today, I'm going to walk you through the pros and cons of finding a game developer on Fiverr, sharing my own painful experiences, and most importantly, how to find actual talent without getting scammed. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether Fiverr is a goldmine or a complete waste of time for hiring game developers. Alright, before we get into the juicy details, let me just establish why you should even listen to me on this. I've been in game development for 8 years. I started from scratch, no coding knowledge, no funding, nothing. Fast forward to today, my games have over 2 million installs, over $1 million in profit, and it's given me the financial freedom to go full-time in game dev. And the only reason I was able to achieve this level, hiring the right people. But let me tell you, before I got it right, I got burnt badly. I wasted thousands of dollars, worked with devs who ghosted me, and spent months fixing broken projects that should have just taken weeks. And a lot of that trial and error happened on Fiverr. Now, don't get me wrong, Fiverr isn't all bad. If it were, I wouldn't even be making this video. So let's start with the good stuff. Fiverr looks affordable. You see a listing for $50 and you think, wow, I can get a full game for less than the cost of a dinner date. Here's the thing though, when you pay $50 for a game, you're not paying for a high quality developer. You're paying for someone who's either cutting major corners, using a pre-made template, or outsourcing to someone else who's working for even less. Now, if all you need is a quick prototype, Fiverr can work. But if you're expecting a highly polished, fully playable game at that price, keep dreaming. Fiverr has thousands of developers. That's great until you realize that 90% of them aren't qualified. You'll have to dig through a sea of mediocrity to find the hidden gems. But if you're willing to do that, you can find some really solid devs. In fact, I still work with a couple of Fiverr developers to this day, because after getting burnt, I finally realized how to spot the real talent from the fakes. One thing I'll give Fiverr, it's fast. Some devs will deliver a prototype in 3 days. But speed doesn't always mean quality. I once hired a dev who promised to build my game in 48 hours. And well, they technically delivered on time. The problem? The game didn't work. Like, at all. It wouldn't even launch. I basically paid for a glorified zip file full of broken code. And now for the downsides, starting with fake portfolios. This is a big one. Some Fiverr devs will steal screenshots from real games and claim the work as their own. You hire them thinking you're getting some sort of industry pro, and then they deliver something that looks like it was made in Microsoft Paint. The second thing to watch out for is communication. You'll find devs who are great at communication. Then you'll find others who reply to your 3-page document with okay. And guess what happens when you get your project back? It's nothing like you asked for. And the final thing to watch out for is that there's no guarantees or accountability. If a Fiverr dev delivers garbage, you might be able to get a refund, but not always. And even if you do, you still wasted weeks or months, time that you'll never get back. Here's the thing, I still believe in Fiverr for some projects. But if you're serious about building a high quality game that actually makes money, you'll need a team you can trust. That's why after years of struggling with hiring, I created Indie Dream Lab, not as some agency just to sell you stuff, but because I've been in your shoes. I personally know what it's like to hire the wrong devs and lose money, waste months fixing broken projects, and feel completely stuck because you don't know who to trust. And because of that, I've built a team of developers who I can personally vouch for. These are the same people who helped me build my profitable games, and now they can do the same for you. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description below, and I'll even give you my free ebook which outlines the exact strategies I use to create simple mobile games that generate me over 6 figures in profit per year. At the end of the day, Fiverr isn't a bad place, you just have to be careful. If you're willing to do the research, verify portfolios, and test developers with small projects, then you're bound to find some hidden gems. But if you'd rather skip the headache and work with a team that actually knows how to make successful games, then check out Indie Dream Lab. Whether you go the Fiverr route or not, the biggest lesson I can share with you is this: the right team makes or breaks your game. So choose wisely. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever hired a game developer on Fiverr? Was it a disaster, or did you find a hidden talent? Drop that comment below and let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and peace out.